Welcome back to SourceFedNERD. Today's episode is brought to you by audible.com/sfnerd. I'm Sam, and this is my new best friend, Philip. Everybody say hi, Philip. Hi, Philip.
Hi. Let's do backflips?
I thought you'd never ask. Kicking it off with some quickie news. If you're tired of every single one of your friends getting mad at you for not watching Game of Thrones like I am, we've got a surprise for you.
HBO and the Omega level actor Samuel L. Jackson have teamed up to create a little bit of a cheat sheet for new viewers to get caught up on the first 5 seasons of Game of Thrones. Here's a quick, completely uncensored version of this video.
The first thing you need to know about this world is, no, not dragons. Fuck those dragons. Focus.
So if this video doesn't make you want to start watching, then probably nothing will.
At the very least, watch it so you can drop some knowledge on your friends when they start giving you a lip. You watch the show?
Yes, I live and breathe by Game of Thrones. You?
Oh, for sure. Spoiler warning for all you noobs out there. Remember that time when that kid got kicked out that window and then gives that tall guy a speech impediment?
Oh, longtime fan. Raise your hand if you heard a rumor that Fox and Marvel were planning to team up and you got excited because you're like, oh, it'll be like that Sony Marvel deal that brought Spider-Man to the MCU. It is Homecoming. Do you get it?
Oh, shit! Dad, fuck. I'm an idiot. Well, it's more than just rumor. That studio team-up has happened, and like every Fox superhero production, Fantastic Four is a huge letdown.
The deal is for what everyone and Sam's mother is calling a new X-Men show from the same people that are bringing you the current X-Men movies and Jeff Loeb. He's the guy that runs all the Marvel TV shows on Netflix and ABC, except it is not a new X-Men show. Do not be fooled. The actual press release states that they're hoping to make something entirely unique.
Instead of adventures of Wolfie, Professor X, and the Ross and Rachel of the Marvel Universe, Cyclops and Jean Grey, it's about
2 human parents whose child develops mutant powers. Forced to go on the run from a hostile government, the family joins up in an underground network of mutants and must fight to survive.
And if you hear underground network of mutants and think, oh, well, it will be about the cool group of sewer dweller mutants eventually led by Storm herself, the Morlocks, is probably not. Let's be real.
Does anybody think that?
No, well, maybe. TV is all about sexy people showing off their sexy powers, which thank God the internet doesn't have the same requirement. And the Morlocks, they're pretty not hot. They're mucky mutants. They're muckins. Mukins, better.
There you go. I am excited that we are getting mutants on screen with Marvel behind the scenes. There is good news there, sure, but honestly, this is Fox, and it's just as likely that we're gonna see a follow-up story in not too long where the show gets canceled. Kind of like they just did with Hellfire, very unceremoniously, right now.
Makes me sad. Also, if you're wondering if this is gonna cross over with the X-Men movies like S.H.I.E.L.D. kinda does with the MCU movies, it's unclear. It could end up very well being like CW's Arrowverse that's telling the same stories at the same time as upcoming DC movies with totally different actors.
I totally wish we could see a good X-Men TV show because that's a perfect medium for the macro themes about racism and equality, but also the micro stuff, like when you're in love with your sister and your dad is one of the top supervillains in the world, what do? But it's probably not ever gonna happen, especially since live action shows often lack the budgets to make powers even look cool as they should. And basically, I'm just saying, bring back the 90s cartoon. That's what everyone wants. And yeah, I know they kind of did it with the comics, but it's not the same. And if you do bring it back, obviously bring back the original theme song, and I'm officially out of breath.
Damn. Respect. In our daily update on the gaming giant Pokemon Go, we've got some good news and some bad news.
Bad news, nobody can figure out how the stupid nearby Pokemon feature works.
What do the footprints mean?
Are we close? Are we maybe far? Are we getting closer?
Who knows? Many people have come forward to try to explain how this feature works. For the most part, everybody is just guessing and hoping they get lucky.
Aren't we all?
Nice. That being said, good news. Paul Tassi over at Forbes seems to have the clearest explanation as to how it all works.
You can check out his in-depth explanation in the description, but basically, the grid that lists Pokemon that are near you should be read line by line. The Pokemon in the top left corner is closest to you, and the Pokemon in the bottom right corner is furthest away.
Which direction are they? Paul just says start walking in any direction. If the order of the nearby Pokemon switch, exactly, it probably means you're moving the wrong way. Keep testing until something pops up.
If you see any unusual Pokemon that you really want that are nearby, then you can use this tactic, but actually don't use incense or allure. It might work, but it actually tends to just attract street vermin Pokemon like Rattatas.
Goddamn Pidgeys.
Pidgeys, so many Pidgeys.
Let's just start eating them if there's that many.
Never a good solution.
If you're lucky and the listed Pokemon nearby has 0 footprints next to its icon, that means that it's basically underneath your foot. So tap its icon and it should appear within a few seconds.
That's the gist of how the nearby feature works. If you want to read more, go ahead and check out Paul's full article down below.
In more good news, a crafty coder dug into the guts of Pokemon Go and discovered that there is code for all the Pokemon you've been searching for. Hooray! We're talking Moltres,
Zapdos,
Articuno,
Mew,
Mewtwo,
and even
Ditto! Hell yeah. So just be patient, have some fun, and keep your eyes peeled. healed.
And in Because of Course news, we're probably gonna get a Pokemon movie, and not another animated one actually. We're talking live action, real human people talking to real live action Pokemon characters.
I think those would probably still be CGI.
A boy can dream.
A boy can dream. Anyway, turns out Legendary Pictures, the studio behind the recent Warcraft movie, pretty good, is basically begging for the rights to make this happen. It makes sense even though Warcraft didn't do so well here, it did megabucks in China, and Legendary wants to once again run that video game turned movie money printing machine.
Whee! It also makes sense because of course this is happening!
Of course! Now, before you get too excited about this, it's definitely not a done deal, and there are definitely some concerns that need to be addressed. For one, live action movies based on anime franchises don't often turn out too good. Last Airbender, cough.
And also, you gotta wonder, how are they gonna adapt these Pokemon into not just kind of the creepiest creatures ever? Check out this realistic Bulbasaur. Our cute little Bulby looks like the saddest Komodo dragon ever.
It's kind of cute. I wouldn't touch it. He's got garlic growing out of his back.
Use him for cooking.
Pre-season.
Bigger concern, the story of this thing. Many 90s kids can still sing this theme song from the cartoon, and I'm being told I should not mention this because you will sing it.
Damn it.
So okay, a lot of kids like that story. But here's the thing, Ash Ketchum, he wasn't the most likable character. I actually think we'd be much better suited with a new storyline with new characters that would bring together the old school fans and the newly converted Pokebros alike. So basically I'm just saying have Phil Lord and Chris Miller make it, and we're good.
And one-upping your bigger concern, what about the battles? They're pretty important to the Pokeverse, but when you adapt it to live action, I'm pretty sure we're gonna realize that we've basically been supporting a cute version of dogfighting.
Very cute and fictional, and dogfighting is bad.
Very
Disclaimer.
bad. So yeah, maybe better to stick with a story about the unbreakable bond between a boy and his Pokemon. A love often misunderstood and spat upon by society, but it's not so creepy when you realize that it's you and me, and I know it's my dad.
No!
Oh, you got me. Anyway, we'll see if this actually happens, and if so, good luck deciding on the rights of the characters because that's a boiling pot of water I'm sure writers can't wait to jump into. That's it from us today at SourceFedNERD. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like this video, share it with your peers, and subscribe. Be sure to follow Bill up on social media, damn it. Be nice to him.
Please. Also, if you're in the mood for some good listening, check out audible.com/sfnerd for a 30-day trial membership and a free audiobook download.
Pretty cool. What are you reading right now?
I have listened to all of the Game of Thrones books through audible.com. I love it.
Wow. I'm finishing up Harry Potter right now. That's pretty good, if I may
Well
say.
done. Consider Game of Thrones, maybe.
We'll see. Audible content includes more than 180,000 audio programs from leading audiobook publishers, broadcasters, entertainers, magazine and newspaper publishers, and business information providers. Unlike a streaming or rental service, with Audible, you own your books, and you can access your books anytime, anywhere, right from your smartphone. So check out audible.com/sfnerd today. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.
High five.
Nice.
Flip.
3 ghouls. The ghouls have sniffed you out, and up they rise.